Hello everyone, this is Admiral Playerovski bringing you Atlantic Fleet Royal Navy campaign. Can I just say, we are doing so well with subscriptions. We are well on course to hit 50 subscribers by mission 50, but we're not there yet. We have good momentum, but this momentum has to be maintained. Help me out by subscribing. We're going to be doing mission number 35. Oh yes, I like where this is going. We're in home waters, which means, in theory, we should have about 553,564 aircraft at our disposal. Oh yeah. What have we got? The Scharnhorst and the Gneisenau, with the Scharnhorst having the initiative, and the torpedo boat T-22. We'll take in our 3 battleships, get the Temeraire's experience up alongside 2 already experienced vessels. Yeah, let's go. Let's see what happens. This should be interesting. I'm not entirely surprised by that. I am surprised by the fact we managed to shoot that Stuka down. Excellent. Good job. Yeah. For you, the war is over. How about Gneisenau? Oh really? Another one? Can we get 2 in a row maybe? Come on. No, we can't, it would appear. Oh, brace! Oh my goodness me. Yes! There we go. There we go. Good job, good job. That's 2 out of 3 aircraft shot down. So, I'm expecting to see at least 3 airstrikes for the British here then. Let's just check the map, see what's going on. Oh, are we heading away from them? Is the line at the back? Yes, it is. Yes, she is. Right. So if we turn to port and get our broadsides away that way, that should be good. And the wind is a very strong wind blowing from right to left. Alright. Let's get up to flank. Actually, yeah, go on. What we'll do is, let's just select something here, the Scharnhorst for example. If we were to launch an airstrike, would we have... No, we would need them to turn a little bit to starboard. Right. Yeah, so when we'll damage them, we can finish them off with the airstrikes. We don't have to launch the planes straight away. How many airstrikes do we have, as a matter of curiosity? What? Seriously? That's all we've got? 2 bombers. Oh my gosh, and they've got 3. Alright, that makes sense, doesn't it? It's UK waters. Couldn't be any closer to the RAF, Coastal Command, Bomber Command, all the commands there are, and we can only muster 2 aircraft, whereas the Germans are miles away and they can get 3 aircraft, at least 3 away. Very well then, we'll have to just do this the traditional way then, with 16-inch guns. Let's see. Actually, do we want to be targeting the Scharnhorst with the Lion? Yeah, the Scharnhorst can be handled by the Lion, and then the Temeraire will handle the Gneisenau, and then Nelson can go for the T-22. Alright, so we've got that, we've got that. What we need to do now is put in a correction about here, I think. Actually, no, go all the way down here, because it's a strong wind. Alright. Shoot! It's closer to hitting the torpedo boat than any... Oh my gosh. Always, every single time. Every single time. Right, well, the Nelson's not going to do anything then. We have to get her out. I'm really sorry about this, Nelson. I just make smoke and get out. Not even a single shot was fired at this point. Not one shot was fired. Completely crippled straight away. Yeah, well, not if we have anything to say about it. We will avenge. Although if they've got more aircraft, I'm not sure if we will be able to avenge. We may actually lose the Nelson this time around. If they have more, if they don't have any more aircraft, we could potentially try and, you know, potentially try and wheedle out of this. But if they have aircraft still, it's not looking good for us. I mean, it's, yeah. Oh wait, they'll miss. Oh yeah, go on. Push to the side. Yes. What? How does that still count? I've got no chance here. Right, good. Finally, I mean, it's bad enough already as it is. I mean, look at that. Not only have we got the pumps damaged, now there's a big fire. There's a big fire. Finally! How many airstrikes? Well, it was 5 planes they had, and we only have 2. In UK waters, of all places. I'd understand if this was, I don't know, well, anywhere other than UK waters. I mean, I'm actually annoyed by this now. I'm actually annoyed. UK waters, and we have 2 aircraft, and they have 5. Seriously? Makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, it's UK waters, so we'll give the Germans 2.5 times more aircraft. Yeah. Because obviously that makes sense. Honestly, that's really annoying. Really annoying. I'm not happy about that. Not at all happy. Shoot. Right, so we're going to have to... Yeah, it's just the pumps that are damaged. It's just one little thing. One little thing. The guns are fine, the radars are fine, the spotters are fine, propulsion's fine, everything's fine except the pumps. The one thing that can sink a ship in seconds. Just keep trying to move away then. I mean... Hopefully... Hopefully what we will see is no more planes in the air, no more Stukas. Because if we continue to see Stukas, it's pretty much over at that point. It is pretty much over. It's game over. Because they will eventually take us out. And the annoying thing is, if we manage to get the Nelson out with this damage, they'll just say, oh, it was just medium damage. Oh, yeah, it's sure, yeah. Of course, it was just medium damage, yeah. Going for the Nelson, obviously. Honestly. Unbelievable. Is it because the Nelson's the most experienced ship here? Oh no. Oh no. Ugh. I hate it when they do that, because then I always think they're going in for a torpedo run, that they're about to launch them. Right. We'll go about here then. 17.5 was right there, so let's go to 17 dead. Shoot! Yeah, go on. Alright, that's something. Nelson, how are you doing? doing perfectly well, except for the pumps. Let's just zoom out a little bit. I want to see. Yeah, we have to continue the turn then. Just make smoke and try and get out of here as quickly as possible. There's just one problem with that, and that is that she's not very quick. This is where the speed would come in handy. Yeah, quickly disengage and, yeah, we can leave it to the undamaged ships. Unfortunately, we're not really able to do that. I'll drop it by a degree, I think, on this occasion. Actually, no. I'll go 14-7. Shoot! The good news is at least the lines are completely undamaged. That's the good news. The bad news is that, well, I don't need to tell you the bad news. The bad news is that Nelson is pretty much one leg in the grave. No! It's glancing blows, but any shell hit is going to get me worried. I am debating just taking out the torpedo boat just so that it can't launch the torpedoes it has, because that's also a valid concern, I think. Right. Suppose I probably should do, shouldn't I? Although, if we have a look at the Scharnhorst, do we? Yeah, we're not in a good position to launch an airstrike. Right, so 17 was there. So let's. I reckon if we go all the way down, actually, to just 16.1, let's try. Shoot. Good hits, come on. Yeah, we scored a couple of hits. Disengage. No, it's hostile vessel too close. Propulsion's hit then, presumably. Oh my gosh. Everything's hit. Just continue to try and get out. Continue trying to get out. We'll have the Temeraire try to sort of steer around her. Yeah, it's not looking good unless we can somehow manage to sink both these ships before they sink the Nelson. Really, then that's the only only way to do it, really. Other than, of course, to see the Nelson disengage, but I'm not sure if that's really possible. Here comes the Scharnhorst. Yeah, really not looking healthy now. The only good news is, at this point, is that they're only using their forward turrets. That's the only bit of good news here. I just hope they don't scuttle the Nelson. Honestly, the joy and the jubilation of a previous episode may be completely vaporized by losing the Nelson in this one. If you haven't watched my previous episode with the Royal Navy, Mission 34, I do recommend that you go and watch it, because this relates a lot to the events that happened there. It really helps to, like, you know, help you to understand the story, I guess, of everything. Disengage? Oh, still no. At least propulsion's fixed. And the rudders are jammed as well already anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, Temeraire's just going to scream past, isn't she? There you go. Yeah, because Temeraire's moving on pretty much a straight course. Yeah, we can just about make out the ship as well. So if we put the guns about here, maybe? Put them about here. 13.7 was there, so let's go to 13.2. Are they making smoke? No, the Nelson's making smoke. I was about to say, it's looking good if they're making smoke. Nope, still closing in. Although the Scharnhorsters, we'll see about the Gleiser now. No! I mean, if she's listing to port, could you maybe argue that hits on the starboard side will act as counter-flooding, which means that the work on the pumps is somewhat reduced? Because counter-flooding is a technique that was used in the war. Alright, so we must have... well, not necessarily must. I mean, we may have scratched the propellers on the Scharnhorst, perhaps. I reckon if we move the Lion along, she'll be able to get out of the way before Nelson manages to get to her. Right, we'll put the guns about here, maybe. Put them about here. 15.4 was right here, so if we go all the way down, I think to 14.4. Go on. That's one hit. Disengage? Oh, they won't let me disengage. At least we've got rudder control back. That's something. Right, Tamara, you move as quickly as you can out of the way. I'm not sure, will they crash into each other? Because if they crash into each other, it's pretty much game over for me at that point. Are we... Yeah. So if we go... oh, this is testing my eyesight quite a bit now. Trying to make a correction in such conditions. It's not exactly the easiest of things. But, you know, we like a challenge on this channel. We like a challenge. Shoot! There we go. Hey, how do you like that? Oof. So they've hit the line, it would appear. Yeah, the Gneisenauer's making smoke. She's trying to get out. Torpedo boat fires with 2 4-inch shells. Yeah, we may have a bit of a tricky situation here because it's going to be the Nelson next, I think. It won't let me move the Temera out of the way first. Because if they did, it would be pretty easy to do. It'd be quite easy at that point, but they won't let me do that, I don't think. 14.4, so let's drop that down to, say, 13.9. Shoot! Go on! Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, Nelson. Oh, right. 5.4. Propulsion's hurt again. Disengage, maybe? No. I reckon they're not going to hit. It's going to be too close. Here we go. Oh, that's not gone well. Oh, I took a risk and it backfired. So now I'm going to have to get the Temera moving backwards. Oh no, this is a disaster now. The Nelson is stuck. I should have put her into reverse, shouldn't I? Just for this one turn, and then we would have avoided this whole fiasco. Ah, that's a mistake on my part, and it's a grave mistake as well. I think this could cost me the ship. I mean, look, I make mistakes as well. Please don't hate me for that. Let's see, wait, can we launch an airstrike, maybe? Are we in a good position to... Oh, hello. Do you know what, then? Yeah, go on. Go on. Good hits. No, we dropped a little bit late. And they're making smoke as well. Interesting. That's interesting. They're both making smoke. Do you know what, then? Here's what we'll do. We can still recover this. Although this will mean that the length of this episode will increase dramatically. What we'll do is we'll use the lion to go around, and the lion can go and chase them down. I've got one more airstrike. Maybe if... Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much perfect, isn't it? We'll launch this one airstrike. Hopefully this airstrike's better than the last one. Go on. Whoa! Crikey! It's definitely better. Smoke, and you go backwards as well. You go backwards as well. No more airstrikes, so you're done. Right, there we go. I suppose I could fire at the torpedo boat, perhaps. I don't know, maybe. Alright, this may not be lost after all then. Because look at this, the lion's coming around now and she's going to be able to hunt them down. The lion's going to be quicker. Oh! Nelson, baby, hang on. Hang on. Yeah. Alright, they've got secondary explosions as well. Yeah, we'll be able to get around with the lion. The lion will chase them down. And we can then get these ships out of danger, really. Because I don't think the lion has suffered any damage at all. There we go. Smoke. Oh, actually, no, we need to still go backwards. You go backwards as well. Alright, we're almost there now. We're almost there. Yes! There goes the Scharnhorst. Thank you for the fireworks display. Haha! Oh yeah! That's good, we like that. Right, so all we need to do now is just hunt down the... Is it the Gneiser now that's still here? Yeah, this is the Scharnhorst. It is going under quite quickly. Yeah, so there you go. The bombs did their job. The bombs did their job. I reckon if we didn't mess up the first airstrike, we could have taken both of these ships out at this point, like that. Should we watch them sink? Yeah, go on. We might as well. We might as well. Although I am a little bit wary as to how long this episode's going to be. Because we're going to be... This is... Because we made a mistake or two here. And that's why, at best, this episode's going to be much longer than usual. At worst, it's going to be much longer than usual, and we will have lost a ship. But in the meantime, at least, you know, we've taken out one of their ships as well. And that's also something. Granted, a Nelson is kind of better than a Scharnhorst, but you know, we have to find positives in the situation that we have. Yeah, there we go. So Scharnhorst has gone under. I don't think Gneisenau is going to be able to make 28 knots. And that's the speed at which the Lion will be chasing her down. Nelson 1.4, still go backwards. Right. You go backwards as well. Gneisenau movement. Do you know what? I'm a little bit scared of that torpedo boat. I'm just gonna... Let's just move the Lion, because the Lion will be hunting down the Gneisenau now. Let's just turn a couple of guns towards the torpedo boat. So, 7.1 is suggested. We'll drop it down... I'll say 7.1 even. 7.3, let's say. We'll go 7.3. We'll put the guns about here. Shoot! Alright, a little bit over the target. I'm not going to risk with the Nelson crashing again, so we'll move them backwards one more time. You go backwards again as well. Guys are now moving away. Oh, a hit high up in the superstructure. I don't think that's going to damage the top speed of the Lion. Or at least it shouldn't do, I'd imagine. Yeah. So 7.3 was a little bit long. If we drop that down to say 4.7. Because is it going to be... yeah. Shoot! No, that's still not quite good enough. Right, can we perhaps put the Nelson forward now? I'd like to think we can. Can we? Not yet, it would appear. Not yet. Again, high up in the superstructure. That's going to hurt a radar or spotter, but not the speed of the ship. I don't think. I just need to be careful because they're going to launch torpedoes if we get too close. And that's going to throw a real spanner in the works, isn't it? We'll go 4-3. I reckon one good salvo is going to finish her off. Or finish her off, get her completely obliterated. Shoot! Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, one good salvo, and that was what? Still won't let me go forward with the Nelson for some reason. That's really annoying. Why won't they let me go forward with the Nelson? I don't know. But yeah, that's that. I suppose we could start firing at the this ship over there, the Gneisenau. Yeah, go on, let's open fire on the Gneisenau. Alright, we'll put the guns about here. No, about here maybe. So I've got no idea. Oh no, I don't even know the elevation, what elevation to do now. I've got the number 1 over here, which is about 15.4. We'll have to get to about 16.8 maybe. We'll try 16.8. What's the highest these guns can go up to? If we wanted to, like, extreme range it. Is it 30 degrees? No, they can go higher. Oh, hello. Oh, they go up to 40 degrees. Oh my gosh. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting 30 tops. Right, well then. That's good news for me. Because it means we've got quite a lot more elevation that we can still add on. We've done the correction already, haven't we? Yeah. Alright. Shoot! So 16.8, way over the target, it would appear. Fine, we'll put the Nelson into back one more time. Is that the right one? No, it's not. Ugh. I meant to get the bow to swing around at the stern. I made a mistake on that one. Right. So, the spotters won't tell us anything because we've got smoke. This, however, will tell us volumes, and that was a rubbish shot. Easily down by 4 degrees. I think we'll go to 12.6. 12.6, easily. Put the guns about here, maybe, and shoot. Alright, so that's still a little bit long, but it's in the same ballpark, roughly. Right, can we maybe go forwards this time, Nelson? No? Ugh. Right, the Gneisenau's not responding at all, because she's trying to get away, that's why. And we've not hit her yet. We've fired, is it 2 salvos now, and we've not really got any results other than seeing what doesn't work. Let's try 11.9. I mean, third time lucky, perhaps. Yeah? Yeah, to an extent. We've scored 1 hit. Nelson, can you please move? Yes! She moved forward. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness for that. Right, Nelson, we need to get you up to 10 knots and out of here. Right, and this time I'm not going to start with the Temera until we're well clear with the Nelson. Let's move you forward. Put the guns about here. 11.9 was a bit of a hit. I'll actually drop it down a little bit more, down to 11.6. Because we were still a little bit long, but now, oh yeah, there we go, that's good. That's good. 3.1 knots, Nelson, we might get you out of here. We might get you out of here in one piece. There you go, girl. You go, girl. Yes. Good, good, good. And the Temera is getting ready also into position to turn and chase after the Gneisenau. Yeah, we're closing in. We're closing in, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, we are closing in on the Gneisenau. 11.6 was right there. I'll even go down to 11.2 then. Go on then, because we are closing the range. We are overcorrecting for the wind, however. Oh yeah, 5.2. Look at this. Nelson, you're going to get up to 10 knots. Right, should we or should we not? We'll do one more like this. Right, now on the next turn we'll be able to get the Temera involved as well. There we go. We can't have the line doing all the work now, can we? So if we go about here then, 11.2, well, I'll go 11 dead. There we go. Still a little bit over what we want. Right, come on Nelson, let's get you out of here. Right, now what we can do with the Temera, harder starboard, flank speed, let's go. Right, we can also get those 16-inch guns in. 16-inch armour piercing. Will that be a full broadside, perhaps? Oh, it will be, won't it? It's probably going to miss, but still. It's quite a nice touch, actually. Go about here. 12.2. Do we have any information at all? Any information at all? Not really. Not that's useful to us anyway. Excuse me. What's the difference? That's roughly a square, isn't it, between 2 and 3? 2 and 3 is roughly a square. I think these are all... Are they all 1 degree roughly then? What's the difference between 4 and 3? That's 1 degree, and that's... I don't know then. How about 5 and 6? That's 0.6 of a degree, and it was 1 and 2? It was 1.4. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 4 degrees up, 5 from here. Yeah, alright, I'll say 17.2. We'll make a guess, because, well, sometimes you just have to, really, don't you? Sometimes you just have to make a guess and hope for the best. Oh, honestly, if we got the correction on the wind better, that would have been brilliant. That would have been brilliant, but we didn't, so we kind of messed it up a bit. Right, 11 was there. Should we go 11 again? Go on, let's do it. Yeah, we're closing the range, I think that's what's happening. There we go. I kind of want... I want to fire one more broadside at her. Because I'm a little bit salty about missing that time, because that was a really good shot. Look at it, 17.2. Let's try 17.5. Just one hit with a broadside and then I'll turn and chase. I think one more. One more. We'll do 3 and then we'll turn and chase. Right, so it would appear then that we need to really get that elevation down. Let's go down to 10.5. Yeah, that's alright, we're scoring hits. 8.1 knots for the Nelson. Come on, Nelson. You can do this. I believe that you can get to 10 knots. And then we can disengage with you. Bring you back for some much needed repairs. 17.5 was there, let's go to about 17.8. There we go. Yeah, alright, I'll take it then. I'll take it, we've knocked out 2 turrets, we can carry on now. Of course it's the 2 front turrets which aren't going to be much use now, but, you know, it's still something to write home about, isn't it? Or at least I'd like to think it is. So, 64... we'll go to 10.1. We're really closing in, aren't we now? 8.5. Come on, Nelson. 1.5 more knots from you, and we're there. How are you doing? Yeah, you're not doing well. The secondary explosion suggests you're not doing well, but the damage control suggests that you are. So I'm not really sure how to interpret this. You're doing good and bad simultaneously. That's what I'll go for. Yeah. All right, a little bit long. Yeah, we're leaving the Nelson behind now. She can go and disengage whenever she wants to. Well, whenever she'll get up to 10 knots. That's the condition. Alright, we'll go down to 9.8. And then we'll just turn and release a broadside after broadside, I think. Because she's not getting away. 8.8, come on. You can do this, baby, you can do this. Alright, we've got 2 Lion-class battleships chasing down the Gneisenau. A damaged Gneisenau, no less. I think we may pull this one off. There's just a question of Will we pull it off with or without losing the Nelson? Oh, she's giving up trying to disengage, and she's going for the Lion. Now, that will reduce our speed, but they're at 2 knots. And before we're reduced to 2 knots, we can take, you know, a lot of punishment. And I've just realised I didn't turn to release a broadside. That's fine, we can do that on the next turn. We'll go down to 9-2. Wow. That's great. That's 5 16-inch shells right into the ship. 9 knots. Come on, Nelson. At least we've got plotting information. Well, no, we've got spotter information from the Timber as well. They're saying to go down to 17.1. I'll go to 17.5 because we are actually closing the range at this point. I'm debating whether or not to just turn the Timber and have plunging fire. One turret fires. It's 3 hits. It's pretty good. But now, this time, the bad news for the Gneiss now is I remember to make the turn. Now, I may not get the broadside away this time around, although with a correction, you never know, we could do. Nope. No, still not quite. Very well. We'll go to 8-9. Shoot! There we go. 9.1. Nelson, you're 0.9 knots away from disengaging successfully. It's not really necessary at this point. We've done the nitty-gritty of it, but I just want to do it symbolically, as a symbolic gesture. We'll have the Temeraire turn to starboard then, and she'll start doing some plunging fire on the Gneiser now. Yeah, because 16-inch plunging fire is going to be pretty devastating, I think, to any ship, regardless of how well armoured it is. 16-inch armour-piercing plunging fire. It's going to hurt. It's just going to hurt, I think. Not if the wind takes it away, though. It's another 3 hits. Even with presumably their spotters and radars down, they are still able to get shots away accurately. Yeah, well, not if I have anything to say about it. They've given me a lovely big target to fire at, which means, well, we know what that means. Go 8-8. Put her under, boys. Now it's 6 shells. Come on, Nelson. You've got this. So, 16-8 was what we fired at last time, and those shots seem to be good. We'll drop them down a little bit though. We'll go 16-4. Oh yes. There we go. Wind carried them into the target for us. Oh, secondaries open up. And the secondaries are the ones that set the fire on the Lion. Interesting. Interesting how that works. Yeah, we'll go about here. 8.8. I'll go 8.7. Shoot. Right, so there goes the Gneiser now. So we managed to sink the German task force. However, now comes the part that I'm kind of low-key dreading. In fact, high-key dreading. Should we watch the Gneiser now sink or not? I'm not sure. I mean, is she going under slowly or quickly? She's going under, but it is quite slow. Alright, well, I'm going to switch back to the Nelson, actually. Because this may be the last time we see her. Because let's just say she took a hell of a beating. I mean, look at it, right? Pumps and AAA are the only things that were damaged, right? Yeah, I know, we've got a couple of holes in the deck here. And we had a fire at the back of the ship several times, and we got a few penetrations here. Actually, it's more than a few. It's 1, 2... Yeah, 2 penetrations on that side, and then it would appear none on this side. I'd like to think we would be able to bring her back to port for repairs. 1 on here as well. But we'll see what the game says. Here we go. Will we survive or not? Once again, we got lucky. That's unbelievable. Action report on the British side. The battleships Lion, Nelson and Temeraire all received medium damage. On the German side, the battleships Scharnhorst and Gneisenau were sunk for 32,100 tons. The torpedo boat T-22 was sunk for 1,780 tons. 3 stars, 65,980 tons of shipping sunk, meaning we have earned 65,980 renown. $50 subscribers for mission 50. I know we can do it. We're doing very well. We're on course to reach it. So keep this momentum up. That is all from Admiral Playerovski for this video. Any suggestions for custom battles, drop those below in the comments. If you enjoyed the content I put out, leave a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.